All right, so I'm gonna wait until a few people join me. I'm very sweaty. I've been outside making ribs all day, so I have two other lives. I made some ribs in the smoker. So you guys are just joining me. I am a professional chef. I was in New York City. I'm now in the Dallas area, and I wanted to smoke. So, you know, in Texas, smoking, not this kind of smoking, but smoking, using a smoker is like a really big thing here. So even though I'm a chef, smoking is a whole other beast. So I put some ribs on around 10:30 and the ribs are done, but my God, it took like forever for these ribs to get done. So now I understand why you go to a barbecue restaurant, it's so expensive, because it's a lot of time just to get, just to make the meat like really tender. So let me show you. So these came off probably 45 minutes ago. My cousin, she's coming over. She's coming over. Let me adjust my camera. So my cousin, she actually made some dirty rice, so I'm gonna trade her some ribs and some chicken. And I'm gonna try and hold these up to see if, see? So these are the ribs that I cooked. See? Oh, and then so the barbecue sauce. This is barbecue sauce I haven't used before. From HEB. This is actually really good. It has like a heavy, peppery taste, but it's sweet, but not too sweet. I don't like really, really sweet barbecue sauces, but HEB, man, I love some HEB. So I'm gonna go ahead and just cut into it. I'm gonna get a rib. Now, here in Texas, pork ribs aren't really like popular. They're into like beef ribs. I mean, everything is Texas, there's tons of cattle, so, you know. But I grew up on pork ribs, so that's what I'm gonna eat. So this is the rib that was smoked with the sauce. I'm gonna go in for a bite, but look at that. This is so good. Let me show you the chicken wings. So I also did chicken, and earlier we talked about the spices. Okay, my hands are dirty. So this was the new spice that I was using. It's called hot honey. So you know, like Mike's hot honey that you can just drizzle over like pizza or whatever. This is like the dry rub. It's made by Rib Rack. Just saw it in the store, bought it. This is really good for chicken. So these wings came off probably a little over an hour ago, but this has a seasoning on it, and these were really, really good. So if you live in the Texas area, you can just buy it, put these on the smoker. I think I personally prefer a charcoal grill versus a smoker. I'm contemplating buying a charcoal grill because that's just like what my grandfather used, and the smoking takes a long time, so I'm not that patient. But these are good. Okay, so for the wings just took like 2 hours. They were on 180. The ribs, they took like 6 hours. So the first 2 hours, I cooked them uncovered. And then after that, I took it off the grill, wrapped it in foil, added some butter and some apple juice. and just let it steam and become tender. Then after like 2-3 hours when they were tender, I took it out of the foil, and then I put the barbecue sauce on back in there for like another hour so the barbecue sauce can like get all nice and caramelized. So like 6 hours. It's a long time for ribs. So note to self, when I make ribs again, I will start earlier instead of at 10:30, 11 o'clock. Okay, so someone is asking, why do I wrap it? Oh, it says, sorry, I'm not a cook. Totally fine, you're not a cook. That's why you can ask me. So I don't want the meat to dry out, so I wrap it. And you can wrap it in butcher paper or foil. And what it helps it almost steam. And then you add some liquid, it braises it, so it's kind of like, it'll get really tender. Because if you just leave it out on the grill for like 6 hours, it's gonna dry out. And so you want, you know, your pork, your ribs to be juicy when you bite into it. So you only have to do it for a couple of hours. Let's see. Okay, I'm trying to read questions, but I can't see. So let me see. I'm nice and caramelized, yes. I know, thank you. It says name a food for an edit. Okay, I don't know what that means. I'm not sure what that means. Okay, so for tomorrow, why don't you guys join me? I'm gonna make brunch. I'm gonna make a Dutch baby. If you've never had a Dutch baby, it's like they call it like a pancake, but it poofs up. It's like custardy and it's crispy on the edges. I'm gonna make some bacon and some eggs. So it'll just be brunch like around 11 a.m. So you can join me. If you want to make the Dutch baby with me, I'm gonna tell you the ingredients that you need. You need 4 eggs. You need a half cup of flour, half cup of milk, and then you need 4 tablespoons of butter. I like to use a cast iron pan. If you don't have a cast iron pan, just get like a heavy bottom pan because it's gonna go into the oven at like 450 degrees and it's gonna poof up. And then I'm gonna slice some strawberries, get a little bit of powdered sugar and some maple syrup. So good. I love a Dutch baby. I usually make one every week on the weekends, so why don't you join me tomorrow? We'll do the Dutch baby. And yeah, so thank you guys so much for joining me. And if you have questions for tomorrow, let me know. We can talk. Also, like the video. Also, one more thing. I have tons of videos on my YouTube page. I just started a TV show. It's called Best Friends Forever. So if you have your bestie, watch with your bestie. If you don't have a bestie, I don't have a bestie, but I have a lot of close friends. Watch it. I think you'll enjoy it. And yeah, so I'll see you guys tomorrow morning at 11. Bye.